Hello everybody, my name is C3BAwesome, and welcome to a little bit of a shorter video. It's just going to be a quick review today of a game that I found that I think everyone here should check out if you like the content that I produce, and if you like fighting games in general. I have recently found out about a game called Infinite Versus, and basically what this attempts to do is be like Mugen, the fighting game engine, but for 3D characters, and I think that this is pretty good. So I'm gonna explain a little bit about what exactly this is. Like, obviously in the background you see Batman and Iron Man fighting. I need to give some more context. So basically, Infinite Versus is a game that just came out on Steam that allows people to create whatever characters they want with 3D models and animations that you can use. The game is very simple to play, and there's nothing complex like crouch attacks or jump attacks. It's mostly in a Tekken style format, actually, in that it's very grounded. There isn't a whole lot of ranged attacks. It's basically like Tekken but with everyone. And what modders have done with this game is make whoever they want. Like, obviously in the background you see Batman and Iron Man fighting, but some other characters that are in this game are like Spider-Man, you have like Naruto, Deku, and all of these crazy assist characters too, like Subaru from ReZero and tons of other stuff like that. And it works on a 4-button format. You have a light attack, a super move, a heavy attack, and then a light kick. And all characters pretty much follow this format, and honestly, I kind of like it. It's very simplistic, and I do want to commend the creators, because I do know that I think they use Ultimate Fighting Engine for this game, and I think they did alright. And I think that this is actually a pretty good game. Like, honestly, it doesn't look as good as I'm sure other people are going to expect it to look as good as, but I also want to remind everyone that making a system where you can put in whatever character you want is pretty hard. So the fact that they did it this flawlessly and let people have this creativity is pretty impressive. I've seen some characters that use entirely new animations like Boros and Darth Maul that I have right here, or characters that use already existing animations like the Batman and Iron Man, who used animations from Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite and Injustice 2. Which I'm happy to see, because honestly, as much as Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite is not beloved as much, it was still a good game. And what's great about this game is that while other fighting games, you know, you could just say to a friend, oh, let's go play this game, you know? Let's go and play Tekken or Street Fighter. They'll probably have no idea what to do if they haven't played a fighting game before. But with this game, it's very, very simple to learn your characters. They do have a couple complex systems, the biggest one being the easy escape, which isn't really much of an escape. Basically, you just keep fighting until you get a little bit of red bar right above your power bar, and then it teleports you behind the opponent and gives you another hit. I've been using it in combos with certain characters, and I've been trying to learn Nightwing right now, so it's been pretty fun. Every character actually has a level up system where you can keep leveling them up over and over, and once you get to certain levels, you can unlock different builds of the characters. So like, if you want to go and customize the character, you can actually unlock a build like Berserker. It gives you extra block damage or extra chip damage, and while there isn't any stages in this game yet, I do think that pretty soon we're going to see some awesome stages. There's a lot of characters all from around the board. We have DC, Marvel, we got some Star Wars in there, tons of anime characters. And honestly, I'm really excited to see where this game is going to go. Now obviously, I don't think it's going to be that competitive, but I do think that this is really cool. And props to the devs for doing this. Like, I've thought of doing something like this, but actually putting pen to paper and doing it doesn't look that bad. Now, of course, the characters do play a little weird because, again, this isn't a big fighting game like many people have seen. But I do think that, for what it's worth, the system works, and I really like it. So, what should you do? Should you go and play this game? I would recommend so. It's free, and from what I know, the online is supposed to be good, but you do have to pay $50 for it. I haven't tried to play online yet, and that's only because I haven't had the money to get the $50 online. And once I do get online, I'm probably going to have a ton of online matches planned for characters like Nightwing, Iron Man. I really liked playing Darth Vader. And I do want to learn how to make my own characters. I have some plans, and who knows, maybe the Mugen plan that I have could apply to this game instead, since almost all of the characters would kind of work better in a 3D format. But yeah, what are my honest opinions on this game? As much as I do love it, I also have to give it a little bit of criticism, and the biggest criticism I can find in the game is that it's very hard to get in contact with the developers when you have questions. I've actually tried to find the Discord for this game, but for some reason I can't join it. I've asked several people for different links, and because I want to learn how to make characters for this game. Like, I really enjoy this game. And of course it is slow, but I do enjoy it, so I want to know how to make characters. And that also leads me into my second criticism, is that the game is kind of slow. And obviously it's not as slow as other fighting games I've played, but for the record, I haven't played that many fighting games. I do think that this is a bit slower than most of the other ones. It's a good mix, but at the end of the day, it does feel kind of slow, especially with some animations, like for Darth Maul, which should feel very, fluid. It feels a little stiff. And for other characters like Deku, it feels like sometimes my hits just don't land. Obviously that's not their fault, that's the people who created them, and even then, they probably had problems with the characters. So, most of my criticism, really, with the entire game, isn't really with the creators, but it's mostly with the system, I guess. But that's not really their fault, it's mostly the fault of Ultimate Fighting Engine. But, here's the thing. Anybody can make a game in Ultimate Fighting Engine that's halfway passable. Force Combat is probably the best example of having a great Ultimate Fighting Engine game. I absolutely love that game. And it's not perfect, but it's fun. I enjoy it. And that's kind of what I get from this game, is like Force Combat vibes, and I kind of like it. But what do I have to say about the game? Like, what would I give it a score? I'd say I'd give it probably an 8. I honestly think that this is the best example of a 3D Mugen anyone has ever had. I mean, we have had Ultimate Fighting Engine, but you have to make a base game. This game lets you add whatever characters you want and then lets you download them, which is insane. Just being able to go into the game and look on the mod workshop is really cool. And I have downloaded every single character, because I do want to support the game and everyone who is a creator. And honestly, I've been just having a ton of fun figuring out all of the jank with some of the characters. I know Overhaul has an infinite, and obviously, again, this game isn't perfect, it's gonna need updates. Force Combat was just the same way. I do think that Darth Maul had an infinite for a little while in that game, and so did Darth Malgus, but those got patched out. So with time, I think this could probably be a really solid fighting game, and I really do enjoy it. And if any developers are watching this video, I would love to talk to you on Discord. If you want to leave a comment in the video below, or if anyone who is a part of the Discord wants to leave a comment in the video below, then please tell me so I can try and join your Discord. I really want to make characters for this. I'm really enjoying some of them, and I want to know more about how to create my own character, because I do have some ideas. The biggest one probably being the White Ranger from Power Rangers, or the Black Ranger, two of my favorites. And then, another one being Jonathan, and maybe Hunk from Resident Evil. I just have a lot of ideas of characters to make. I'm willing to put in the work, but I need to know how to do it. And yeah, that's basically my whole review. I know it's a bit of a weird video, especially since I didn't have any scripts, but I do think that this game has a lot of potential, and I can't wait to see what they plan to do with it. Like I said, I'm having a ton of fun with it. I'm probably going to do a combo video on maybe Overhaul, maybe Spider-Man, but for now, I'm just going to sign off. Thank you all so much for watching this. I'm going to leave you with the rest of the video just having pure gameplay, and enjoy. I'll see you later. Bye-bye.
本気を見せてやろう。 てやろう。